Dani and Tay, and we are heard. Hi guys, welcome back to Heard the Podcast. I'm Dani, and I am joined once again by a special guest, Cheakaity.
Hey, hello.
Ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Yeah, so we've already interviewed Cheakaity before, but we can just use this as like some sort of like featuring Cheakaity instead of interviewing him, because I want you to be part of this episode, okay? I want you to talk your shit, and you've done a lot since we've talked last, so we definitely need to dive into that. But yeah, so I'm excited. Yes. But I want to play a little game. Because I feel like Cheakaity is like the king of samples. In the DMV area, because he just brings so much nostalgia. When you hear his music, it's like, oh my god, I know where this is from. You know what I mean? So let's play a little game.
Okay.
Can't stop, won't stop, get guap. 10 white toes and them toy flip flops.
Pause. All right, so now.
Kaya, my neck, my back.
All right, bet.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding,
ding.
I
was like that cadence. I was like, okay.
Okay, so let's do something that just more recent.
Okay, what song was that though?
Icy Girl by Sweetie.
Okay.
She sampled Kaya, my neck.
Got it.
I told you it's gonna be easy. The first one gonna be easy.
Okay.
This one's even easier.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's Glamorous by Fergie featuring Ludacris.
Ooh, excuse me. Okay.
Produced by Polo the Don.
And written by whom? Hold on. Bonus points.
Hold on.
Bonus points.
Sean Garrett?
No. What the frick?
No. Didn't know that one.
I'm gonna give you a hint. They were in the band together.
Well, I am.
Okay, boom. Yes.
Okay, wait. Mm-hmm. That was close though. It was a little off. Sean Garrett.
That wasn't close. That was not freaking close.
Same era. Okay.
No, it wasn't. Okay. So there was multiple samples in this one, but you can just name one. One is fine.
Okay. Multiple samples. I'm trying to find the other samples.
Just name the one you know.
I mean, I know the obvious one.
What is it?
The obvious one is A House Not a Home by Luther Vandross.
Okay, that's fine. Boom, boom. Ding, 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 ding.
Wait, there are other samples though? Wait, what? I'm trying to, okay.
Maybe not. Maybe he just called out all the people that he wanted to.
I mean, he
probably
interpolated other parts in this.
Maybe,
verse.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just that Luther.
The main sample is definitely A House.
Okay, well, yeah, he definitely shouted out the Smokies and the Minnie Ripertons and all that. So shout out to them. But what was the sample? This.
Oh yeah, I would have guessed that. I've never listened to this whole song. This is also in All Night Long.
What's the name of that sample?
Spotty Up a Doctor.
Alrighty now.
Got it. I said, yeah,
name that sample.
If it would have got to that, I would have got it.
Boom. Okay, bet. All right, bet.
I missed one shot. Okay.
Okay, let's go to both of our sample kings.
Let's see.
You better get this one. I swear to God, if you don't get this one, I swear to
God. What is the name? It's called Strange Fruit. Yeah.
Okay, by who?
Strange Fruit.
By who?
Doable Answer. Originally by Billie Holiday, but this is Nina Simone's version.
Okay.
A sample of a sample. So a sample of a cover, if you will. It's before they sampled, they covered.
Oh, excuse me.
That's funny.
So whose song is? Who's this? Name the artist.
This sounds like J. Cole. I've never heard the song though.
Okay, what's the sample?
I said Kanye's workout plan.
Yes.
I thought it was Kanye's workout plan. I thought that's what you were playing. Okay, cool.
Should I do one more for you?
Yeah, give me one more.
Should I do one more?
I've got time.
Okay, so this one has multiple samples, but you can just name one. I'm not going to do that to you.
I wonder if I can guess more than one.
It's Kanye again, though.
I've been wanting to guess. I know he sampled Nina Simone. I don't know the name of the song. Mm-hmm. I know it's Wata Bom Bom. I forgot her name.
Okay, but you got two samples. Boom. All right.
Nice.
Okay. Should I give him a
That's
hard
one of my favorite ones.
I think I'm done with this game, but I think I should give him. I don't know.
Give me one like hard.
I don't know.
That'd be like a '90s like rap record or something.
Look at a '90s record.
Because like that'd be like when they actually made beats from samples, but you had to.
Okay, I'm gonna just do an obvious one.
Okay. The newer ones are easy because they just sample like songs we all know, like.
Yeah.
What's the sample?
This album is dedicated.
This is Juicy by Biggie, but they sampled Juicy Fruit by Entombed.
Hey!
Yes.
Oh, I'm like,
All right.
boom, yes. Yes, Cheakaity, sample king, the sample king. Okay, before we get into the show, though, we're already in the show. So, Girlfriend Tonight.
Yes.
You want to play a snippet of that real quick?
Yeah, why not?
And then we can explain. You can type in the sample that you used.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, no, it's on SoundCloud. It's not on Spotify, is it?
It's on everything. It's on Spotify. It's on all the things.
It is.
Yep.
Because I tried to listen to it earlier and I couldn't find it. Okay.
You are now live on
Yeah, it's on the album.
This is your host, the Great Slash. We got a brand new single from Cheakaity. It's Girlfriend Tonight. You know what? I'm just going
Type in the sample.
Say it again.
You can type in the sample.
It's 2 samples.
There's 2 samples. This is Girlfriend Tonight by Cheakaity, guys. That you're listening to.
All right. I'll do one better. I'll do sample and I'll do interpolation and I'll do inspiration. I'm gonna do a song breakdown. Here we go.
Okay, all right.
So, main hook.
Pause it. You can pause it.
Cool. The main hook. We'll start with that.
Okay.
You should be my girlfriend tonight. Comes from a very iconic 80s dance hall track. You know this song. Your parents, grandparents might know it. You might know it. If you just listen to
this that car seat music. We in backseat drinking our Kool-Aid Jammers and Capri Suns. This that car seat music.
So when I made Girlfriend Tonight, I wanted this overall feeling. Yeah, love come down. It's like, oh, you make my love come down. That's the chorus of this song. And mine is, you should be my girlfriend tonight. And then I go, oh, you're just so sexy lady. I just want to be a lover. So that's kind of interpolated a little bit from All Night Long by Mary Jane Girls. Oh, something got me so excited. That the way she sings that.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
The way they sing that one. I mean, it's not sampled, but that's when you say interpolated. It's kind of like inspired by that feeling, that tone. I take a little bit of the way she did.
Can artists? I have a question. So, can artists get in trouble for interpolating versus because if you sample something, you got it.
It depends on how close it is to the record. Some people interpolate; they just play the sample out and play the same thing. Some people get in trouble for that. It depends on how you do it. Now, the most famous case with that is Robin Thicke, Pharrell, Blurred Lines.
They sued the brakes off that man.
Sued the brakes off him for the feeling of it. It did kind of remind it. When you listen to
that was definitely Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, I think it's songs that sound way more exactly like they sampled it. Like, it's this song by Ed Sheeran. What is it called?
Is it by Ed Sheeran?
We loving you 17. That sounds exactly like Let's Get It On.
Let's get it. I've been feeling
the instrument. If I play both of those songs back to back, it sounds like they sampled it. Boom, boom.
Okay.
I'm like, you didn't sue him. Okay, whatever. Okay. But so interpolation can be either you're playing the sample out or you're like Michael Jackson does it a lot. Like the little the way you make me feel. That's originally from Everybody Wants to Rule. It's the same. It's the same like same feeling, but they changed the note and they changed the way it's played a little bit. So you get the overall feeling. It reminds you of something you already like.
This is the music school of Cheakaity, ladies and gentlemen. This is some free game, guys.
But it's different. So oh, you're just so sexy, lady. I just want came a little bit from Mary Jane Girls, but I tweaked it to make it my own. Now the next sample, which is if Raphael Sadiq ever finds this, he might knock on my door and say, "I like what you did there," or "I like what you did." Pay up, because that's directly from Lucy Pearl. Dance Tonight. Right? Dance Tonight. And you go back to Girlfriend Tonight, my song. This is the other sample.
You are now live.
Verse. Coming up. A bunch of things working together. Then for the bridge,
I love a collage. I love when you bring all the. I love eclecticism. Is that a word? Eclecticism?
It is today. You make it
great. Yes.
An amalgamation. That's a new word I learned.
A what? What's that mean?
An amalgamation.
What's that?
It's like, let's look it up. An amalgamation.
Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
An amalgamation. The action, process, or result of combining or uniting. The threat of amalgamation with the competitor. An amalgamation of two separate companies. So it's the action, process, or revolt of combining or uniting.
Okay.
A mixture.
Partnerships.
An amalgamation.
Collabs. A brand deal.
That's my new favorite word, amalgamation.
Are you on Spotify?
Yeah, go back to... Okay, here we go. So the ending, the bridge, one of my favorite parts of the song. Skip. Okay.
You was singing your ass off.
La 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 la. My favorite part. All right, so kind of got that from Uncle Charlie. How he goes la 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 la. He does like stuff like that. He does. Yeah, he does like the way.
Is that him?
I don't know.
No, maybe it's not. That's not him. That's
Sweetie Dee Dee is Donald Jones. That's Donald Jones. He does like la 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 la. He does la la and stuff like that.
That's Stevie Wonder.
But the idea of the call and response kind of big la la thing I got from Sounds of Blackness.
You can get that from the Fugees?
Not this one.
The Call of Action. Oh, well, what was that movie when Lauryn Hill was like la 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 la?
That is Sister Act with Lauryn Hill in it. Hold on, change is coming. Hold on. I need the remix though with Roger Troutman. But they go la 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 la. Sound like it, but I got that idea from them. Used to hear it on the gospel stations on the ride in the back of the car.
See that this is why it's good to have be musically inclined, because you can just pull from anything and you know where it's at. You know what I mean? It's just. Have you made any Michael Jackson or Jackson 5 samples yet?
Yeah, the song's not out. I have a beat that sampled.
What is it? What's the beat?
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Huh?
I'll play it later.
Okay.
But I sampled "I Want You Back." But I made like a Swiss Beats type beat.
Oh,
it was dope.
What you mean Swiss Beats type beat?
You know, like the like Gimme Body tambourine. But it's going.
Oh, play that shit. You got it, or it's in your phone?
Yeah.
Play that shit.
I got it. Yeah.
Listen,
I got you.
Our after pod sessions are even more lit than the actual episode sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I gotta find somebody that can afford to clear Michael Jackson. You got that?
I don't know if you finna don't get sued like Robin Thicke, child.
Yeah.
Fucking around with the Jackson estate. That's a whole nother.
Joe Jackson will sue me from heaven. Yeah. He will.
Okay. Well, Quincy Jones, he's still alive. So I mean, shit. What he do? Off the Wall? Did he do Thriller too?
Off the Wall Thriller, that's from the Barry Gordy. He's still alive. He's alive and kicking.
No, Quincy definitely was on Off the Wall though. He definitely.
Yeah, that was Jackson 5 though. I Want You Back. That was Jackson 5, so that was like Motown.
Oh shit, yeah. Yikes.
I don't know about it. Yeah.
Is Barry Gordy still alive?
Yeah.
Oh,
very.
Still kicking? Shit, wow.
He's very alive. That nigga's getting money.
Okay. Anywho, this was a cool, nice sample learning session. Okay, so Cheakaity.
We got all of them.
So the last time you were here, you released a project. And that was called what was it called again?
A Super Groovy Mixtape.
Yes. So since then, you've released other singles outside of that project, correct?
Not yet. I'm on the way to.
You released visuals for Girlfriend.
I have released. Okay, that's fair enough. I released visuals retroactively. So that came out. That was the first thing I dropped before my album. Mixtape? So I dropped that EP called Enamorada. Then I dropped my album Grown Man. Then I dropped a Super Groovy Mixtape. Then after that, I dropped the visuals for Enamorada. It was like
Okay.
Yes.
So Girlfriend Night was on the one before Groovy Mixtape.
Yes.
Okay.
It was also on the Emirata, so yes,
Okay.
it was on 2 things.
And then also, guys, I want to, I called him a couple times because of this, but Cheakaity actually won a slot, a performance slot at the Brockton City Festival I went to last weekend. Well, 2 weeks ago.
Mother's Day weekend.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So I was there, child. Listen, I got a video of you performing.
Oh wow.
But that first day was rain and it was horrible. It was so bad. The second day 2 was cool, but the day 1 was horrible. I was like, oh my god, never again. I would never go to a festival. Unless I'm in VIP, I'm not going to no fucking festivals because that was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's cold and rainy.
So you and Jada, she couldn't be here today, but you and Jada have this running thing about manifesting, and then I kind of hop on it here and there. Every time I see you tweet something, like, look, bookmark it. Yeah, because I'm a firm believer in like the tongue is mighty. Words are powerful. Words are spells. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm a firm believer in that. Just in the past like year and a half or so. So like, I know that you manifested performing at Broccoli Fest.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So like,
I remember the date. And
why
everything.
did you want to do that? Like, why did you want to perform at Broccoli Fest?
Well,
actually, tell them how you competed. What was it for?
It's for Made In the DMV. Shout out Bird. Shout out Bird, Reek, rest of the team. It's a lot of different names. Forgive me. But they had a competition where they had 21 different local artists from all over DMV, from like 757 all the way to Baltimore, Richmond, PG County, DC. Compete where we sent in an audition video, and from that, I don't know how many audition videos were submitted, but 21 artists were chosen
on the lineup.
It
was a showcase, right?
It was a showcase. So we each get 3 minutes, and we got to win over the judges, the crowd, and you can also like have like send out the link to have like your friends and everything vote for you. 3 minutes, went over the crowd, and you perform. It's just a track, so I'm out of my element. I don't even have like my band or anything. I usually like perform with a band, like a full production. So it's just me, a microphone, and DJ playing my song. Yeah, me, a microphone, DJ playing my song, and the winner of that is afforded the opportunity to perform at Broccoli City. And at that time, I've seen local artists perform at these local festivals and things. So in the past, when I seen like one of my peers perform that was like not a national artist, or like they're really, really up and coming, and they're there, it was like at 12 p.m. with doors open, but they're on the stage, so you can say, hey, I performed there, but nobody was there, type thing, which I was prepared to. I was like, cool, I'm I can put on my resume and say I did it for the story, but me just more so like as a personal win, because I tweeted March 15th of this year. That was probably 3 months ago.
So was the tweet already bookmarked before I told you to, or did you bookmark it because I told you to?
It was around the same time. I think I screenshotted it. I didn't know how to bookmark it, but I screenshotted it, and I learned how to like just search like the keyword in my name to find it. But I made sure I didn't delete it, because I was like, this is like really ballsy to say, and this is like really big to say, 'cause I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. Like, I knew people that work there and everything, but there had been no conversations of actually booking me to do it, and it was getting closer and closer and closer to the date, and I was like,
were people surprised that you got it, or was there like pushback on like, oh, he got it because he knows so and so that's behind the scenes and blah 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 blah?
No one said that to my face. I was thinking it because the way it's set up, I was like, all right, the way they're advertising having me as the first name on the line, it's gonna look a little fishy. But I'm gonna go through and do it the way everybody else.
Wasn't the lineup in alphabetical order on the poster? No.
It might have been, but I don't know. But there were people there definitely that had like more followers than me and everything, that had like a bigger reach.
Honestly, Cheakaity, that follow shit don't mean it got.
Yeah, no. I'm learning that in real time. I am learning that in real time. But a lot of people did say, and I did hear people like hearsay that's like, as soon as they saw my name on there, they knew I had it sold up. And there's like, I knew he was gonna win as soon as I saw him on there. Like, there's no way no one's gonna beat that guy. And I was like, I wouldn't. I mean, I looked at the competition. I listened to their music, and I was like, all right, there's a couple artists here that can definitely beat me, especially if it's up to like the crowd to choose. And it's a festival, and it depends on like what kind of music they're looking for, what how the judges' ears tune, like what are they listening for, like are they looking to fill a specific time slot, specific space, like there's a lot of different factors can go into that.
They had Cheakaity, they put you, I think, like right before Wale.
Definitely right before Wale. And then the thing is, in the showcase, I went early. I went like 5th out of like 21 people. So like I was like, dang, I'm going so early. All the judges weren't even there yet. So I think it's like the owner of the festival didn't show up yet, but the rest of them were there.
What song did you perform during the showcase?
Girlfriend Tonight.
Okay, and then you performed.
I performed that at
on the actual stage.
On the actual stage.
So how did it feel actually being on the stage, even though it was raining or whatever? You sounded great.
Past
and
all
I was screaming for you.
That.
Like, who's this girl that knows him? Like
past all that, it felt natural, but it also felt like surreal. It felt natural because I've been performing like my whole life. I just like told myself, I was like, all right, it's gonna be way more people than you ever seen, but just not your first big crowd you ever seen. But it's gonna be just like, just know it's gonna be people all the way back there that's gonna hear you. So don't mess up. But when I went out there, I felt confident. I didn't feel like nervous, but it felt like an aha moment. Definitely felt like a milestone moment. Because
it definitely was a milestone. You definitely, honestly, big wins or small wins, like this was definitely a milestone for you.
Oh no, I can't even like minimize it and say like, oh no, it was 100% like 100% a milestone, just because as an artist, you know, as a creative, you always have like physical dreams. Like you go to sleep and you dream and you see yourself in that space and what it looks like. And it was like that moment in the movie when like you finally see like the point of view of like the person that goes out and they see like the flash forward part. It felt like a flash forward moment, but it was in real time. And I was like, all right, so this is it. So I got to get used to this feeling. I got to bookmark that feeling. The way I bookmarked the tweet, I got to take this feeling and have a snapshot memory. It's like, all right, this is what I'm going for. And I'm going to multiply that every single night.
And tell them what you said after you were done singing your song.
Oh, wow. I said, thank you. My name is Cheakaity. Y'all go see me later. I'm going to headline this bitch one day. And it was like, oh, I heard people in the crowd say that when I was walking. Like,
yeah.
Damn, did he really say that?
Yeah, he said that shit.
Oh, man, that's funny.
So, how important is manifesting to you? Because I feel like, you know, manifesting is a thing, you know, in the social media world. I'm gonna manifest affirmations, da 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 da, and I'm all for that. But sometimes people think it's like it's a myth and this and that. Like how do you feel about manifestations?
Okay, first of all, there's a science and an art to it. First of all, you got to completely believe in what you're saying. If not, you're just saying it. And I think people take it lightly and they don't see the results because they do it wrong. My background.
What do you mean do it wrong? Explain.
Okay, sometimes people just say what they want to happen, but they don't have no internal belief that it can actually happen. They just kind of say it and it just turns into hot air and they're just talking shit. And sometimes you got to start small, because start on your belief level. If you don't have supreme confidence in yourself, if you don't have that, start with the confidence you do have. Start something small. This week's gonna be a good week. I truly, firmly believe that. Or you know what? I'm gonna find $1 on the floor today. Like I just know. You gotta have some type of inner conviction to hold on to it. Because if you start doubting it right away, or if you don't really believe it when you say it. Now, there's a certain, for me, I say crazy things. The craziest thing I've said, and I'm checking myself to make sure I actually believe it, is I said, by this time next year, I'm going to buy a house off of music.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to buy a house off of music. Now, right now, I'm not making anywhere close to the type of money that I need, at least to what I know. Knowledge-wise, like, I know someone that's bought a house for $500 in D.C. It was
what year was this?
This was a couple years ago, but it was like through a special program, like a new home buyers initiative.
That's what I'm trying to get into.
New home buyers initiative. And like his mom knew some type of finesse stuff to get him to qualify for it. But he bought a house. He has his own place, same age as me. And I was like, what's the difference between me and him? Knowledge, circumstance, just right place, right time.
Like, don't get lost in comparing yourself to other people, because we all have our different journeys. We all have
exactly.
We all have our different advantages, disadvantages, things like that.
Exactly. And everybody has their own set of circumstances, their own journey, right place, right time. On my journey, there might be a right place, right time that's on a different time marker than your journey or J-Rob's journey.
So
just the way it goes.
You said something like you said a few times. You said can say it, but you also need to believe it. Another important factor, y'all, in manifesting is, and I know that Cheakaity knows this, but I'm gonna say it to y'all just so y'all can know. It's doing the work.
Yes.
It's just like praying. Like if you pray at night, you asking God to do this for you.
Yeah.
You still need to do the work behind those prayers.
Yeah, definitely. I'm Christian, and even if you're not a Christian, like in most religions or belief systems or system belief, I'm gonna use the Christian example, and then I'll try to find other examples first. But usually, when Jesus is doing miracles, he's telling people, "All right, I'm gonna say he has the power to do stuff with his words, but he usually gives somebody some form of action to do to back up." His whole thing was, you need to believe. If you believe, you can move mountains, right? There's always some type of action that comes with the word. Even when he gave like the blind man insight in the Bible, if you're following me, the dude had to do something. He had to say, all right, now go and wash the spit off of your eyes. If he never did, that's like steps. There's always steps. I'm sure like I don't know, I can ask like a Muslim person or like a Buddhist. There's always, all right, the belief, there's the saying, and then there's some form of action that comes after that. Now, in my case, let's make it, real-time layman's. If you're never going to go to church a day in your life or believe in Jesus or anything, all right, so I said, I'm going to play Broccoli City. This is what I said. I said, I can see myself performing in Broccoli City with the crowd eating out of my hands. Now, in my mind, I was thinking this year because I wanted it to happen this year, but for some reason, I was being timid. I didn't say this year.
One thing that I learned though, like I don't know how you feel about this, but like when it comes to manifesting or like just hoping for something or working towards something, like on some situations, I feel like you can't put a time stamp on it because God don't work that way. You know what I mean?
Time stamp, yes, but I will say
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But I will say, be as specific as you possibly can.
Yep.
Be specific. Especially, that's a whole other conversation, but like in relationships. Especially in relationships. Romantic relationships, to be specific.
Yeah, be very specific.
Specific, because you're going to get...
Be specific.
Yes. Yes, I like that.
Be so specific that you're specific.
Be specific. Be about that.
So I mean, hey, shit, yeah.
Be specific.
Because my friend's sister, she's really into religion, and she says like, when she prays, she likes to be very, very specific when she prays.
Be specific. Please be specific. Please be specific. Now, that's a whole other conversation. But when in a relationship, you might not specific in the form of like types, not necessarily individuals, because you can't. That's getting like witchcraft. He's like, I want. She started praying. I want J-Rob to leave his wife. I want her to die. I want his kids
in a fiery car crash.
I want his kids to disappear, and he's single and available. And
what the kids do? J-Rob is stepdaddy. Remember from he is stepdaddy anyway. So.
I want the whole thing to. So that's when it gets dangerous. But be specific in terms of like, all right. I like this, they need to like this. I make this much money, they need to make this much money. Or, if they don't make this much money, then this needs to be taken care of, that needs to be taken care of. But these are my needs.
I'll give you an example of me manifesting something. I'll give you an example. So, I'm a graphic designer. That's my career. That's who I am, first and foremost. And so, when the pandemic first hit, I think the end of 2019 and all of 2020, I was struggling to get a job. I was struggling to get a job in my field.
In graphic
get a main job. I was struggling to make bread and butter for myself, and so I was depressed and all that shit. But what I did was when I would talk on the phone and vent to my friends and my family, I would still say, "I'm gonna get a job though." Yeah, I'm gonna get a job though.
And you believed it. The way you said it, you believed it.
I believed it. You know what I did? I also I changed up my portfolio site 3 times.
Action.
I changed my. I was like, what job do I actually want? In my job, what kind of designer do I want to be in the job that I want? So I did my research. I looked at other people's portfolio sites. I looked into the job descriptions and and looked on their websites. What type of work do they usually like? So I modeled my portfolio to cater to the jobs that I applied for, and I did it 3 different times.
You aligned yourself with what you were asking for,
and I kept applying. I kept being depressed, but I also at the end of every comp, I'm like, I'm gonna get a job though. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get one. Cause why not? I'm talented. I'm smart. Look at the material. Somebody's gonna hire me, and I believed in myself. And then next thing you know, ring, ring, ring. I got an interview. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting my hopes up because I got interviews. I get interviews all the time. Mm-hmm. Let's do a second interview. Okay, second interview. Cool. Okay,
right.
Whatever. Third interview. I'm like, okay. Third interview. Okay. All right. Fourth interview. I'm like, you know what? I got the job.
Right.
4 interviews. I met 5 different staff members of the damn company. You know what? I got the job. I got the job. Next, you know.
Your confidence level started building after
we're gonna send you an offer letter tomorrow. Can you? I'm like, oh shit, I got the job. Boom.
Right.
Got the job. We want to extend an offer to you. Those are the best words you can ever hear.
I love that. Oh yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah. Definitely. I have a similar story. It's not and maybe I need to, because I don't even know if I said this last interview. So a kickstart to my like rebrand and career, if you will, was me getting laid off from a job I hated. Praying, not even like I did it, like a restaurant job, like a gig, if you will. I wouldn't even call that like a career job. I'm serving tables. It's my job, but it's like, oh, where do you work? Oh, you know, I work in this office building. All the rest of your peers, like, where do you work? I work at Bantam King. I serve ramen. Okay.
That's the shit though. You know,
Tip money.
Sidebar. I want to try Pusha T's restaurant because he has a ramen restaurant in DC somewhere.
Kit Swin or something like that.
Have you tried it?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. I was traumatized from ramen for a while, but I think I'm good now. I'm gonna see Pusha T's.
Good job.
Yeah. But I got laid off from that pandemic. And then I was like, oh, end of the world. Found out unemployment money. I was like, silver lining. So I never knew about unemployment.
And they were stacking that money on
Never knew about unemployment until that I learned about it doing that. And it was adding like $600 extra.
You didn't know about it?
I mean, I heard about it, but I never knew what it was. So, because I've never been unemployed. I just think, I mean, it has like a negative connotation over it. So by the time I started getting it, I was like, I can use this to go to LA and sustain myself without having to work in LA, and I can just produce and meet people. Exactly what I did.
Oh.
Went to LA, was living, and like...
What's the time frame? Like, how long were you there?
Longer than most people. I was there like from... Stayed home the whole pandemic, stacking money, and then was still getting it 2021, just like beginning of post-pandemic. Still in it, but people were coming outside, trickling outside. So I have a year's worth of income, a year and a half worth of income.
Really?
Plus the stimulus, plus the bonuses and everything. So I'm good financially. So I was in LA from January 5th, 2021 to like end of August that year.
Yikes.
In LA.
You were in LA for that long?
Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah.
You didn't come home at all?
No.
Damn.
I came home like twice for like a week.
You was in LA for February, You was in LA for 7 months?
Yeah. 7 months.
Damn. Where was you? Was Airbnb-ing it up?
I was in an Airbnb, and then because of a good friend of mine, rest of soul, his name's Owen, passed away. But he just introduced me to another guy out there, and off the strength of their relationship, he's like, "Oh, you can come stay because I know you're in like a dangerous part of town." So I stayed.
What were you in Compton or something?
Close enough. I was in South Central. I was close to Nipsey Set. When I got my haircut, they shot Snowfall. I was
in LA. I was in LA. I was like, oh my god, Franklin, oh my god. And like, it was so many times when like we would drive past like alleys, and I'll just be like, my dumb ass, Ricky.
They're like, that neighborhood was where they did all that like stuff. So you like the iconic like palm trees and everything. Like I was in the
palm trees for me
in the 50s. Where it's very crippy over there. Very yeah. And it was like, yo, get the fuck out of there, like as soon as you can. So I ended up staying.
Not as soon as you can.
That's what he said. It's like, you are in the muck of shit. That's what he said. That's his exact words.
He know where he live at.
His exact words.
He know his neighborhood.
Luckily, like I never ran into anything like that. But it was one night I did hear gunshots, and the Airbnb owner's like, "Oh no, it's fireworks. They do that around here." I was like, "I lived in the hood before. I know fireworks. I know gunshots. Those were gunshots."
We from the DMV channel.
I was like, I know the difference.
I can't believe you was in LA for that long.
I was
you into the last time?
I don't even think I told that story last time.
Oh my god!
But of how long and where I was and how I was able to do it, no. But that was that silver lining. I say that to say, coming out of the pandemic, once unemployment ran out, I was still sustaining myself by playing at churches and stuff.
Okay.
I was playing keys and like singing in church That was like my steady check.
So they would contract you to come and play?
Yeah. So up into this last one, I was actually like the guy, like the leader there. So up until probably like 3 weeks ago, I was like, all right, I know things are going to turn up in May. This is before I even knew I was playing Blocker City. As I know the end of this year is going to get crazy because I was... This
is 2022 at this point.
This is 2022 at this point. 2021, they were actually still paying me because I've just been there for so long. And it's like, you know what? This will help you out. Like while you're over there, you're like a son does. But they changed leadership when I came back. So she was like, okay, a little bit more stricter and everything, which is cool. I understand. But I was like, I just know this music thing is picking up and it's going to be like, I'm not going to have time to do this and that. And it's going to be like, y'all going to need too much of a commitment than I can give at this point. Just because I just know things are really about to turn up. Didn't know I was playing Broccoli City. Didn't know like where it was going. But you
felt it.
I felt the energy
and you were putting in the work because you were releasing those projects. You was doing other performances on the side.
Right. And I said, full circle moment, going back around, pick you up. This is when you said, I said I need a job and everything. I was like, I told myself in the beginning of the year, I didn't get to write it down. I try to write things down at the beginning of the year. This year, I still haven't got around to it. But I made sure I said it out loud so I can hear myself say it. I was like, I do not want to be back in a position where I'm working somewhere where I'm miserable.
But you need to make ends meet.
But I need to make ends meet. I need to make income off of the fruit of my labor, like my gifts. If it's not culinary or music, unless I have some other gift that I have yet to discover, but it's something I love and enjoy doing that I'm naturally adept to do, rather than just I need money.
I'm honestly not a writer down girl either. This is how I am. I just say it like you do.
I say it. Tweeting it helps because it's still like verbal. It's still some type of action. 2021 was a write down year, so a lot of that stuff I did, I wrote down before. I can go back in my notes and find what I said I was going to do, and I did it. But I make sure I make a note to make sure it's at least outside of my brain and not just me thinking it. And I say it or I write it. Say it to myself in the mirror so I can see myself saying it. This year still have not worked a regular job. January, the first week, I got, I think, 2 different offers to like score like commercials.
Really? You were a jingle guy like Jamie Foxx from the Jamie Foxx show?
This Walt said the same thing. I scored 2 of those, got me like a big check.
Ooh, you got a cute coin from writing some jingles? Can you give us a hint of the brand? You don't have to say the brand.
ARP was one of them.
Oh, for
the
real?
other one, DC Public.
AARP?
AARP. The other one, DC Public Schools.
Wait, how did AARP joint go?
Well, how the jingle go? No, it was like score music. It wasn't like it wasn't like ba da ba ba ba. It was like that. If I run one of those, I'm getting paid. Oh, if I get McDonald's or do like a Subway jingle, like
McDonald's kind of stabbed Pusha T in them in the back. So I mean,
I didn't hear that story. Okay. I don't know.
Sorry, if I'm just playing any partnership down the line McDonald's. I'm just joking. I love y'all.
What's a little? McDonald's.
We love you, McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I always loved it.
See, that was a free jingle. McDonald's.
That's
see.
Wait. Can you do another game? Can you do another game real quick?
God.
Okay. Let's make a jingle out of something.
God.
Give me a brand real quick, J. Rob. Give me a brand. I don't know.
Something funny. Something that wouldn't have a jingle.
Okay. Burlington Coat Factory. I'm sorry, that's so random.
They have that already.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
TJ Maxx.
There you got TJ Maxx.
Something stupid. Something like.
Huh? No.
Something for like tampons or something like.
Tampax pearls.
Honey pots.
Huh?
Honey pots. Not organic anymore.
Oh my God, they really ate her up. That was just. Wait. Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. Wait. Give me something to do. Oh my God. What can he do a jingle on? What can he do a jingle on?
Cialis.
Huh?
Cialis.
What's that?
Boing.
What's that? What's Cialis?
What's
Cialis? What's that? What's Cialis?
He's dead.
What's Cialis? What's Cialis? What is that?
It's the other Viagra. It's not Viagra, but it's
y'all be taking Viagra.
We just know it.
Y'all take Viagra at 30 years old?
I see the commercial.
Y'all are too young for that.
You're crazy.
You be on Viagra? You be on Viagra for real? You be on Viagra?
No. They are. It is a thing. It is a thing. Like it's a thing. It's a thing.
Okay.
It helps in moments.
Okay. Wait. All right. Hand sanitizer. What's the jingle for hand sanitizer? Should I find a beat on YouTube real quick? Honestly, I will dead ass find a beat on YouTube right the fuck now.
What is it gonna be like a freestyle?
And like you freestyle a jingle about fucking hand sanitizer.
Please excuse my hands, touching everything. Okay, let's use this. Okay.
We snapping?
Okay.
Hand sanitizer, y'all. By Cheakaitys.
30 hertz straight up.
Put it on your hands, rub it all around, touching everything, shipping on the ground.
Oh yeah.
You know you need to wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
You know you need to put some sanitizer. A sanitizer.
Whoa,
sanitizer. Cause you're nasty, digging up your booty. Cause you know you've been digging up your booty.
Digging up your booty.
Yeah,
digging up your booty. Digging up your booty.
Oh shit. This is my song for real. Okay, do that.
This is his song for real.
We can't do that. No doubt. Digging up your booty. We can't do that one. That's off limits. That was a sample from someone that we can't sample anymore. That was a sample from someone we can't sample anymore.
Give your closing harmony. Take us home. Land a plane. Land a plane.
Sweetie.
That shit was fire. I'm posting that shit. I'm fucking posting that fucking shit.
Oh God. Please don't judge me. That's not my real singing voice. That's the jingle voice.
Okay.
Wow.
Anywho, what do you have coming up next, Cheakaitys? We had too much fun on this episode. I told you this was a shoot the shit episode.
We just shooting shit. Coming up next, I'm sitting on probably like 2 projects worth of beats.
You are. Of course you are.
I've just been producing up a storm.
And if you deleted one song, I swear to God, I'm gonna fight you. Because he loves to delete songs and shit. I deleted it. Oh my God, I deleted it.
I have like 2 EPs worth of music. Some collaborations coming up. Shout out LB 1990X.
Shout out to LB. He fake, but
homie out from Inglewood. Homie out from Inglewood. His name is KB Devon. He's actually Westside Boogie's cousin, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I think the facts are correct on that.
Okay.
Fact check. But yeah, that's the homes. What else? A lot of people's stuff that I'm on that has yet to drop their music. So whenever they drop it, I'll be on it. There's a lot of stuff I'm featured on.
DMV artist?
DMV artist. Guy from Cincinnati. I'm on.
Shit, that's random as hell.
Yeah, but he's like,
Ohio?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but LA, everybody comes from everywhere and then goes to LA.
Okay.
I'm headlining a festival in Ocean City, June 5th.
You are. Yes, you are. How'd you get that?
My manager hooked it up. Pretty much that.
Manager doing his job.
Doing his thing. Shout out Slash B, great guy. So yeah, look for new music in the next couple months. Still working on the album. Taking my time on that.
Any more visuals coming up? Because I love the Girlfriend Tonight.
Okay. If you're watching this, if anybody wants to be an angel investor, I'm trying to do Cheakaity video. I'm trying to do that.
An angel investor? What you mean?
Just give us money.
Oh yeah, okay, for sure. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Can I be somebody in the corner?
So we're actually. Do I want to give away the concept? I'm not giving. I'll tell you the concept afterwards.
Okay, but can I be an extra?
Yeah, there's room. There's room. I'll tell you. You can definitely be extra. You'll see why. Okay. I'll tell you when you cut the cameras off.
Okay.
But yes, working on that. Because I don't want to get the idea out before we put it out.
Right.
You know. But yeah, new music, more shows. You know, hopefully by the next time I come on here, like we're even bigger than we are now.
Before we close out though. let's take a couple minutes to manifest, me and you both. So I'm gonna let you go first because you're the guest.
Got it.
But let's take some time and just manifest.
I like
Manifest
that.
maybe 2 to 3 things.
2 to 3 things.
Yes, that you manifest. Yep, manifest 2 to 3 things.
All right. Financial stability, including my own home ownership. I want that. Overall, continued like peace of mind and good health. I have like 2 trainers now, so I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life that I've ever been, but I've never been. So manifesting, I said an 8-pack. Realistically, probably I'm not gonna say that. No,
That's a lot of packs.
I'm not gonna say that. We're gonna have. I've never had any pack, so we're gonna.
But 8 of them, no, damn, from 0 to 8.
I call it an 8. It can literally be 6 pieces there.
Start with a 4,
Listen, I need to see bumps there.
Okay.
I've never had that, so something I want to see.
Okay.
A little muscular action going on.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. What did I say? That health, and I'll say
What's this?
micro SD card.
What did it say?
Limited space remaining.
Is that bad? That means we need to
I mean, it's not done, but it's limited.
Okay.
Lastly, I want to be in a healthy relationship. I'm in my early 30s.
Okay.
Or at least in the budding stages of one. Just like we don't get there. Healthy relationship with all the specifics that I tell God about. He knows my type by now.
God know my heart.
God knows. See?
God know my heart.
There we go. I think the culmination of those 3 things is the general spirit of where I want to be in life. We're going to manifest those things. Let's say in the next year. So by this time next year. When we're in that arena of things. Why not? I believe it. Go.
Okay. So I recently just turned 29. Back in I'm in Aries. I turned 29 in April.
Happy birthday.
17th. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, so 29 is definitely a scary year for me because it's like my last year of my 20s, and it's
30s
like,
are awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to being in my 30s. But I want to manifest financial stability just like Cheakaity. I want to manifest, when it comes to that, I want to manifest it being passive income. I want it to be where, because the other day I tweeted out, because Kendrick dropped his tour dates, and I almost bought tickets. Because they went on pre-sale. They go on pre-sale tomorrow, but I almost planned on getting tickets for it. But I've been going to so many concerts, so many festivals, buying so much clothes, spending money and this and that, and I need to buy a new car,
Right.
and I need to do other things. I'm like, you know what? And I tweeted out, I said, I'm manifesting my life where I don't have to make recreational sacrifices because of because I want to
Right.
be financially stable. You know what I mean? Because I pay for this. I'm going to be struggling, and it's not in my budget. So,
Right.
I got money, but it's like I want to budget this out, and I want to just manifest like a just have more money and just be more financially stable. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I want to manifest financial stability. I want to manifest rich. I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. I'm manifesting wealth one day. For sure. One day in the near future, I'm really manifesting wealth. I'm manifesting my own sanctuary. I want to be a homeowner as well. Like, so myself, I'm going to do one more year of apartments. After that, I'm getting a home. Period. So this year coming up, I'm going to enter myself in a new homeowner program and work towards that goal. That's my goal. And then also, like, I want to manifest success in this podcast field that I'm doing, because us as creatives, Cheakaity, we're not worldly known right now, but what we do is really brave, because we don't make a lot of money from this yet.
Right.
But we're still pushing and hoping and working towards our goals to become successful financially, and in substance, and
culturally, financially, impact
wise. You know what I mean? So those are my things at the moment. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And we'll see it. We're gonna see it.
Yeah. So any last words before we close out? This is real chill.
Write it down.
I'm posting that damn jingle though, for sure.
Post it. Why not? All right. Visualize yourself doing it. Right. Write it down. Say it out loud. Hear yourself. See yourself doing it. Believe what you say. Take action. Align yourself with what you're talking about, and you're gonna see it. every time.
And do the work.
She told a story earlier of how she put herself in position of what she wanted. I didn't finish my story, but with the Broccoli City thing, I didn't know how I was going to play Broccoli City, but the opportunity came up that I aligned myself to get into it. In that moment, there were people saying, well, you're kind of already established. You really shouldn't have to go through these loops and go through a contest.
Who said that?
A couple people said that. And I was like, yeah, but, I humbled myself. And I said, well, I see this as an opportunity to align myself to what I want. And I'm going to take it. And then when I did it, I showed up. I did my thing, killed it. And then the rest is the rest, So, yes, take that. And I hope that inspires somebody to do something that you want.
All right, y'all. This is the episode of Manifestations. This is real chill. I fuck with it. This is really nice. This is a really nice. Yeah, we clapping. J-Rob in the background clapping. If there's so many claps for you, we have to clap for ourselves.
All right, hand sanitizer companies hit us up. We making jingles.
McDonald's, I really do love y'all. Please, give me a brand deal. Give me a Dani René meal.
I'm about to say the meal.
Even though we had a problem with y'all doing that shit that one time, I still fuck with y'all. All right. Anyway, so this is another episode of Heard the Podcast. I'm your host, Dani René. You can find Heard on all podcast streaming platforms, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, all those places. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Type in HER_the podcast. Like, tell a friend, subscribe, all that stuff. All right. We out. Peace.